Stars of Southeast Asia. It is time for the Ed Namrock Podcast.
UHF is good. Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life. At this point, the descent stage has flown away to a safe distance. Perseverance is continuing to transmit direct through Marvicon's orbiter to Earth.
All right, y'all. Sorry for the Zoom class quality, but that's exactly what you get when, of course, you are streaming at 10:02 p.m. at night and everybody's doing Netflix and fucking. But nonetheless, if that does not give you chills, to this day, and that happened 8 days ago, you never wanted to be an astronaut as a kid. To me, watching that, first and foremost, I almost forgot about that particular broadcast that's going to happen. And it's nearby. It's not too far from where I live. And one thing I've known about the city of Pasadena is, of course, the NASA Pasadena TV, of course, Caltech, every major earthquake that I've been through growing up in LA. There's a very historic sense about it. I never want to miss any of that. And that was one for the ages, and it hasn't stopped. They're still collecting a bunch of images. They're still collecting video and, of course, audio, which I'll share with you guys in a second. And Cesar Aguilar, órale, buenas noches, carnal. Buenas noches, man. Well, but nonetheless, I mean, space, science, things about biology, living things. I ask a lot of questions and I'm curious to know the answers. And that's why I bring on experts. And, I usually bring two renowned experts on my podcast. The first one being scientician Dan Ochoa, who has a certificate in writing in cursive. And, of course, the newly promoted former director, Stephen Bowman. Now he's the director of entertainment and games. Yes. Thank you both for joining me once again about, here's what I wanted to ask the both of you. Did you guys watch that when it was live?
Honest answer?
Yeah.
No.
I almost missed it as well. Did you, Dan?
No, I was busy in an experiment. I was knee deep in butter and honey
and
testing if I could make it into some kind of viscous
knees deep
mixture.
That's pretty intense, man.
I don't know if it was for science. I woke up later.
And yes, it's entertainment.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Mint. Ooh, yes. Okay. I like the sound of that.
You spent a couple of years studying for that.
Years. and because of that, you have earned tens of dollars in your line of work.
Yes.
And
twice.
It's been very, very, very inclusive. Oh, look, you got fans, Dan.
Cheers.
Richard Lopez, man. I always love hearing from you, especially you, because I've known Richard for 18 years probably. Long story short, I worked at the mall for a long time, and he was one of the security guards at the mall, and he's a badass drummer too. And he saw things that I would never expect to see at a fucking shopping mall. Of course, in Montebello, but not saying anything bad about my city. Takes a drink, but that's none of my business. So, so there's images that they've already captured from the Perseverance rover. Pretty epic stuff, and I wanted to share some of these with you, so that way you can say, "Oh, wow, it looks pretty." Like wow,
Mars.
it looks
like
pretty.
Mars.
Like,
But
check that out,
but
man. It's total trails and stuff.
Looks like butter. Dan loves
Well,
butter.
I mean, just looking at this stuff first and foremost, and knowing that the technology now exists to bring you images such as this one, this is crazy. I mean, I look at it, I'm just like, wow, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the first thing that comes in mind when you see that? It looks like me in San Bernardino after Ozfest, waiting for everyone to leave the fucking parking lot.
There's no chicks. Where are all the ladies?
Yeah, where's
No
Charlize Theron?
Yeah,
She should be there. Look at this landscape. There should be a Charlize Theron.
Isn't it Theron? Charlize Theron.
where are all the
You don't make
xenomorphs?
fun of the way we talk up here in the north, okay?
Dan's a Mountie, eh?
The Mount. Wow.
No, I wasn't
that's,
that far north, okay? I was more Minnesotan.
Wow. So we got that one. There's God, these things
Popcorn
are
is
phenomenal.
popping up behind Stefan's head. Look at the popcorn on the background behind Stefan's head.
Oh.
Yes, I was wondering where all the xenomorphs were, man. Where are all the
Oh, wow.
xenomorphs?
I thought, wow. What? So it looks like the background with Steph. It looks like you're about to leg press at the gym or some shit.
Yes.
Just overly sized. Look at that. Look at those images, man. It looks like AAA is late.
Yeah.
Jeez, like
you know what? It actually reminds me of The Hills Have Eyes. I'm just waiting for the
my goodness.
inbred nuclear people to come out and
It's pronounced
rape-
nuclear.
rape and eat my body.
Those do kind of look like footprints of some sort of lurpy mammal.
Yes.
Like just some
Now,
naturally clumsy beast.
outrageously so. I think they're trying to find some type of evidence of life that existed on the planet, of course. And there's no doubt in my mind, of course,
There's something.
there's been some, but first and foremost, I'm like, why are we there? But it's like it's crazy. Shivani has a comment. Hi, Shivani. My 10-year-old daughter is going crazy over this. I have a lot to learn on this. We all do, Shivani. Don't beat yourself up over it like I did, because I almost missed the actual. I mean, obviously Dan and Stefan missed it because they were knees deep in honey and coconut oil. What the hell?
And
what the fuck
ham.
you guys were using?
Lots of ham.
It's liquid.
Yeah, and look at this. That looks like we're going off road in San Bernardino.
Or Glamis, like in Glamis.
I think if it turned a little more to the left, you might see Burning Man.
We should go to that crater over there in Dune Buggy, not the other crater. There's more racists over there.
So is this where they have Coachella? Is that why we're going to Mars? Because that's where Coachella is going to be.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
Is that where Fire Festival is going to be held at?
Or Burning Man?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. The possibilities are endless. I mean, look
Buy
at this.
your
Look at
tickets
this
to Mars.
landscape.
Buy your
Look
tickets
at
to
all
Mars.
that real estate. We're
Right
going to build
now.
a Taco Bell. We're going to build a Walmart.
Taco Bell.
We're going to bring back Radio Shack. Look at
So,
that, man.
Would you rather they build an a Pollo Loco or a Taco Bell?
How about a Taco Bell inside the Pollo Loco with a coffee bean on the side and 7-Eleven truck driver coffee, like right outside in case you're, kind of like the express lane, Dan. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dan gets, he's like, I'm thinking, he's already, look, you see Dan's face, he's already contemplating on what to build.
Or he's
No. I looked up if we could have Burning Man there, and you can't. It's 95% carbon dioxide. It's gonna no fire will happen. Like you'll be sitting there and someone's like, come on, man. Come on. Come on.
But
Fuck, man, you got a better torch or some shit?
He's not burning, man.
We can't even light our weed up here.
Look at that. Even the Millennium Falcon made, they came by for the housewarming party, and that's pretty badass. Look at that. But that Millennium Falcon looks like it got tuned up by a fucking stormtrooper. Look at that shit. Parts all over the place, and yeah, it's just bad, man.
Wait, what is that? I can't tell what I'm looking at. Am I looking at the top of one vehicle, or I look at the top of like a space a space base where there's multiple doors and stuff? I need to get my eyes checked. What the hell?
That looks like a Lego set just gone bad. Look at that.
Okay, you see it too.
And then here, see the cabling right there? That's awesome. That's like, they're getting ready to, see, Spectrum is gonna set up internet right there, man. See that? All this right here.
That's where the modem's going.
It's gonna be Mars Fios before we know it, man. That's what they're gonna do.
From far away, I thought I saw little Bitcoin logos all over us.
It's up there too. It's happening. It's happening so quick.
Is that what the new fire festival is going to be? It's going to be on Mars. I'm selling tickets right now.
And today, check this out.
No fire on Mars.
Breaking news, man! They found an image on Mars just recently, and this is iconic. This is groundbreaking, and I knew they were up to something, man. Because look at that shit.
Oh my god! I knew he was from Mars.
Yeah, see, come on, man. It all makes sense now.
We love you, Bernie.
Bernie Sand Mars. Sand Mars. Oh, even the sand. Bernie Sanders Mars. Come on, man. Put it to. They're watching, man. They're watching you, man.
But
they're watching you, man.
It'd be really bad to wear a mask there because it's 95% carbon dioxide. As I've said, he can't sit there. This isn't real.
But how do you know?
Kind of man, bro.
Because
he eats organic, man.
Oh,
his diet consists of drugs.
He does squats every day for like 5 hours, and then for the another 5 hours, he runs 5 years, and then. After that, he does everything else you see him do on TV.
Don't you see?
You really think he had heart surgery, man? He didn't have heart surgery, man. They were just in there to replace his batteries, man. But they had to go to Mars to go get the rocks for the batteries. Because if you open up your Duracells, you're not supposed to, man. Because you know what's in there, and then you inhale it, and then you touch it, and then you become like this guy, man. I'm telling you, man.
You want healthcare for all.
You know what, though? This could be like a penultimate, almost the final moments of a found footage robot horror movie where a robot is doing stuff to Mars. And he shows up and Bernie's there. And Bernie's like, oh, good. You're here. I'm going to take your battery from you and it's going to get me back home. I'm sorry for your loss, but it's for the greater good. Thank you very much, robot sir.
Now fuck off.
Oh man. But I mean, it's been awesome, man. I mean, just watching the videos, and then now aside from images, they have audio, Stefan. They have audio, believe it or not. And this is groundbreaking. I'm like, gosh, man. I mean, I would pride myself in this type of stuff, man. But I mean, this is something that hit my Instagram feed, and I'm just like, wow.
Just imagine yourself sitting on the surface of Mars and listening to the surroundings. If I could have the first one, please. It's cool. It's really neat, overwhelming, if you will.
I mean, I get it because I actually heard what they were saying. The sound that they played just sounded like wind.
But for those of you who maybe it goes over your head, that's basically like a hood fucking cholo whistle. to, hey, let's go get high, or let's go brown paper bag it, or like where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? That type of shit.
Brown paper bag it.
You put the old English in the paper bag.
I
You
thought
tuck it
that's
up
when your
top. You
buddy
get a
and you
Mickey's.
Yeah, I thought that's when your buddy and you like go in together on two really cheap hookers, so you have to have brown paper bags with you.
Wow, that's convenient. It's very possible. It's economical. I mean, you save money.
Well,
and half the cost. I mean, you do a great job of collaborating with your friend, and there's Venmo now. There's Zelle.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, if the local prostitutes are not taking Apple Pay, I mean, the sky's the limit, Dan.
I mean,
Sky's the limit.
you're in California. It's not like a world away or anything. It's interesting that the term means something totally different from walnut.
You're like, walnut.
I grew up in Walnut, California. That was my only trauma.
Well, walnut's dope, though. I mean,
All right.
I'll tell you this, Stefan. I mean, just a little
like
bit,
Mars?
a little history. No, it's kind of like the I don't even know what to call it. If it was a rock album, it would probably be which was my least favorite Pearl Jam album. Probably Versus, right? And I'll tell you why.
That's what
Not all the
Walnut
songs
would be?
made it. Huh?
Wait, that's what Walnut would be?
Well, yeah. I mean, it has a lot of good songs. Like, it has a lot of good parts of Walnut, right?
Oh,
It's not necessarily your most favorite place to visit, but the parties are bitching. The cops rarely get called on. And it's not West Covina. It's not West Covina.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think, Stefan, it's more like Radiohead.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
like aesthetically, it's nice, but you're falling asleep.
Unless they play Creep.
I'll take door number 3.
And door number 3 usually has what? It has Covina. It has, if you're not careful, Bowman Park. And if you go further up, you hit the great nation of Pomona, where the tar is black and the cement is white. That's all I can say about Pomona. Historical town, but it's not Mars.
Should we be wearing gloves when we explore that cavity?
Yes. And maybe if you have a a pressure cleaner, just handy. Yeah. And
I took a drink and I lost track of where the fuck we went. I'm like,
Dan's like, I've been to the glass house. I know what you're talking about. I thought it was the right parking lot, but no.
I've been
That
to
was a street
characters.
sweeper parking.
I've been to characters. That's how you know you've been to second
yes.
street back area characters. Is like,
yes.
I've been there before the stabbing started. Like,
Oh Lord, yes. Just some history, Stefan. Just some history.
Talking about the stabbing cabin?
Wow. And we never got to name one of those. Okay. No, so in there's this place called like Antique Row. There's like old Pomona, right?
Okay. Is that like Skid Row?
Fuck. I mean, it's
that's
getting
where
there.
the glass house is.
Yeah, you know where the glass house is, right? The venue.
I
Popular acts have played there, of course.
Yeah, I think I played there. I think that's. Oh no! I've been to a show there. I saw somebody.
Didn't I see there? I see a lot of people.
I know Opeth.
I've only really
played.
been there once.
Yeah.
Like white people were afraid of that place.
I went to
unless it was the white people with SoCal tattoos, the stars, the middle militia hats.
There was rumors about it, like in Walnut, and then you find out later when you grow up, it's like it wasn't like that. Like you were an idiot for believing that. I'm like, who's in the suburbs? They believed on a lot of dumb shit.
That's where my artist Tony Cole, I think, still lives. No, he doesn't anymore. But he used to live in Pomona because I'd had to drive out there to work on artwork for the albums and stuff.
Yeah,
there is.
Pomona. Yeah, Pomona it's a really, really historic place, but of course, just like LA, I mean, the crime rate is really high. I don't know about recently, but I know there's been a lot of activity. But there's just two, like the Pomona Fairplex is there. The Pomona, was it Pomona Valley Mining Company, the restaurant that's up in the hill.
Is that still? I think I don't know if they're still there. There was one restaurant up there that's gone now. I don't think survived the whole COVID thing. And,
I think it might have been that one, and it almost caught on fire during the hill fires that were going on. I'm not sure if they're still.
It was a nice place, but
open.
it was just always crowded as shit. Like that's what kills a nice place after a while. Like they get crowded as shit, and then you're like, oh, it's like every Chatty Cathy's birthday in here.
Yeah.
Why are all of the people from the office with them right now?
Yeah. It's like another office party. Great.
You're doing good business in this establishment. Just stop.
Like, woo! Those type of parties.
That's one of the first times I ever because I grew up in that area. One of the first times I ever had a valet, and I'm like, I'm giving this fucker my keys. Is this normal? And like the guy looks at me funny because I'm hesitant. And I'm like, I've never done this. I'm like 18. Like this is weird fucking shit. Like do you know how long I had to work to get this stupid truck that sounds like shit as I drove up here, and all of you guys turned your head when I showed up going, who the fuck is this non-tipping asshole? You know what it's like to drive this? Like, okay, here.
It's like Ferris Bueller. When he gives the car keys, the dude takes off in the car.
Yeah. That will forever traumatize me and giving my keys to a valet. But then working in Hollywood just kind of changes your perspective at the same time. But then you got to check your car for dents. And then you got to check the inside of your car to make sure they ain't taking your shit. Because many a times I park at the Whiskey A Go-Go and I saw my 1987 Nissan Ferrari Testarossa just get ransacked. It's like you see papers everywhere. Your registration is on the floor. Yes. Your picture of that picture that everyone hangs on the rearview mirror of the angel and
next to the flower that was given to you by Elon Musk. Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, and when you drove a car that didn't go in, it only had two gears at park and drive, didn't go in reverse or neutral. It was pretty strategic to fucking park in those hills, man. How I did it, I don't know, but I fucking got through it, man. True story, by the way. So, yeah. So,
I did once work with a producer that told me he spent 2 years. He had bought like a sports car. I forget what it was. It was either a Ferrari or so, but it was an old time. But the first gear didn't work, so he'd always have to start in second gear everywhere. So he'd be cruising, with the top down.
Way.
And then you'd see ladies, he'd stop, see the ladies, and then do this awkward start to go.
Oh man, that reminds me of something really bizarre. My dad, if he knew you were in an area that you liked a girl, right? Because this happened to my brother. There's this girl named Jenny, and my dad loved to embarrass his kids. I mean, loved, bro. So we're at Delamo Mall before they did all the fixes, right? And they had the not AMC, the Man. Was it Man? No. Fuck,
no,
what was
it? Was
I forget it wasn't.
It was a version of Man's Chinese. Wasn't it?
Something Artist.
Oh, United Artists, I think. Right?
Okay, so it was United Artists. Yeah, that's what it was. It was United Artists. And we're coming out of the theater, and he sees this girl he likes. And me being an annoying little kid, because I knew he liked her, I was like, "Oh, Dad, look, there's Raymond's crush. That's Jenny." And then we get in the car, and this is my dad, right? My dad. It's funny, but he takes it way too far. We get in the car. He's like, "Oh, really?" And we drive around the parking lot of him rolling down the window and waving at them. Like 3-4 times, dude. Hey, Ray says hi.
Oh my god.
Ray would like to see your vertical smile. He told his father.
Oh Lord, that is great, man. That is great.
So we're doing that, and my sister and I we're really young, so we're all eh! And then around the second time, my brother had his head down. So the third, my dad had to pull him up.
Oh, that is comedy right there. And I mean, I love busting balls too, man. So it's kind of like, I believe in the art of roasting. I mean, I know Dan totally believes in it.
To a degree.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a little roast.
Too much spit roasting, and you have to have awkward conversations.
Well, here's the one thing that I don't know why people are like this. Like they'll roast you, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it like a champ. For crying out loud, I did a roast me on Reddit.
Oh wow!
I fucking did one, and everyone was like, "Are you crazy? Like, oh my god!" And I'm like, "Dude, how bad could this be?" It was the best experience of my fucking life. I know for a fact, fucking cheaters, they're stand-up comedians just practicing on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm like, because the jokes were just too good, man. I'm just like, oh man, like these guys they're getting their reps in. I could tell, and but man, not everyone can do it. I'm learning that people have fucking depression.
I'd have a hard time, man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck. I'm in amazement, Dan, going, fuck. These people are so fucking colorful. So I gave someone $25 fucking for the best joke.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yo, man, this is great. And they're like, you're giving me money? And I'm like, it's a tip, dude. Like, you did fucking incredible. Good job.
Comedians don't get paid, bro.
No, they don't. And I'm just like
musicians.
You gave me money?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want me to come by your house and do some favors in your bedroom? Like,
little
usually
sucky.
What happens when I come down to visit from the north?
Like this, Dan? a little bit of that.
We call it melting the warm icicle.
Wow. Speaking of warm icicles, I feel so bad, but at the same time I don't, for all the Californians that I knew that moved to Texas. Oof. And this fucking was it
happened?
What was what is the thing that
Snow?
Man, no,
tornado?
it's like a
tornado,
frozen pipes.
It's a weather term that they use. Polar vortex. That's what it was. That's what basically fucking enabled all that shit.
Tomorrow kind of shit.
Oh, totally, man. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm hearing a lot of shit, man. I don't know only from the native Texans, but also the people that experience that for the first time, which is probably like a collective thing, because even the people that moved from California to Texas experienced that for the first time with first-time native Texans. Like they've had snow in the past, but not like this. And
yeah, that's and people I'm just die in their house.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck. People were dying in their cars
quite a bit too. I forget how many.
Yeah, but
like it's like Texas was like, oh well, we weren't ready for this. Why aren't you ready for it? I don't know.
Because everybody's
do anything. We talked big, like so many of us talked big about Louisiana, like the people down there, and you know what they were saying. People down there, we didn't prepare, so we're going to vote away giving any help to them. And a lot of them did this. Like a lot of the guys that are there right now, they voted away like helping like other states before, like Ted Cruz, jackass that most people don't like. He's even lost 20% of his own party's thing because he what's it called, this whole Cancun thing. I speak very, very yeah. So
Ted
Cruz,
Ted
he was one of the people he would like vote against other states getting
Ted Bundy.
Like, oh, it's too much money, and now he's one of the guys like, we need money for Texas because this is like
Ted Bundy. We're talking about Ted Bundy.
Might as well
Ted
except not as
Ted
cute.
2, Ted 3,
Ted 3. Anyways, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, who I hope my beard never looks like his. Ted Cruz.
Here's the other thing too, and I get the art of diversion too. Like I know the media does a splendid job of kind of like, oh, look at here. Like this whole scandal with Cuomo in New York with
that's called too,
man,
he's been roasted by everybody, even like Trevor Noah did like a good 6 minutes on it, like going, hey, what the fuck, Cuomo? Like what are you doing? It's just further proof that like there's assholes everywhere.
Oh, totally. And to me, it's like, that and they wonder why people like us have so many trust issues with, of course, politicians. But if you look at the Latin etymology with poly, and tick means it's blood sucking, was it parasites? So there you go. There you have it. That alone will explain a lot to you. But dude, nonetheless, man, it's like, okay, so you made a decision, for example, stand-up comedians. California is shit right now. You can't fucking get work. Everything is virtual. You guys know this. We talked to you guys had what's her name on the podcast? I forget her name. Is it the one that's doing the park gigs?
Oh, Carol Newell.
Yes.
Carol. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Carol.
Newell. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, there's people like that basically found, a fucking a loophole to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna do this in the parking at a tire shop in fucking East LA, right there, dude. And everyone's gonna show up. And she made it happen. And I think that's the kind of ingenuity, I guess you could say, that a lot of native Californians can come up with. That's why they decide not to leave. But let me ask you guys this: do you think people who are natives of California left to Texas or transplants? Think about that for a second.
I think that it's weird. We have high taxes, but we don't. It's odd how when you look at all the different ways we're taxed, we're actually one of the only states that does a marginal tax based on your income.
Right.
It's not flat across all income levels. So I've seen my tax when I was making the least amount of money go as low as oh, well, you're just paying 6%. So it's like people go, oh, it's so high tax. Well, if you make a lot of money, it is, but this is where you make the most money too.
Right.
Like we are the 7th largest economy on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's not just because everyone wants to live here because the climate. It's not that. There's a lot more. It's weird because in some ways there's a lot more freedom here. In some ways there's not. And it depends what you think freedom is. Like the freedom to be yourself, totally here. Like whatever you are, you want to be a cosplayer your whole life in public, we got a place for you. You want to do furry stuff in public in daylight, we got a place for you. We won't judge you. Like you got like there's
for yourself, man.
Hey, no, I'm not judging them. They love their furry costumes.
Furry bastards.
You want to dress up like Betty Boop and go boop boop a doop? Sure, that's gonna fulfill some childhood fantasies, but hey, blow your mind. So whatever you want to do, you can actually do in California personality wise. Yeah. It's very expensive to live here. That's true. But
the night stuck will live to you.
It's one of those trade up. It's one of those trade ups because you don't hear about and I think it's if you're like a white dude like me, I could live almost anywhere and be just fine. But like if you're certain types of people and you go to live in certain places, it's harder. And I know this from like I mean, there's podcasts all over now where you could learn about all this stuff from people that actually live
totally
in places like Louisiana and Mississippi, in these places where people go, well, I'm moving here because it's cheap. And it's like, yeah, but it's like they also pay less and like, but they do say we have a like what is the lowest quality of life or something in California. And maybe it is we are too expensive.
How the fuck can they say that we have the
because
lowest
the food
quality
is so fucking good?
I don't remember I don't know what they gauged it off of. I can't remember. It's like, where'd you get this?
We don't have great medical. We have amazing food.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have so many, I guess, alternative lifestyles that, the numbers don't really show a whole lot of, I mean, this is pre-pandemic, of course, that I'm talking about. The data didn't really show anything with life expectancy on the decline. When I read back in 2017, 2016, yeah, I was life expectancy went up, especially in California, only because people become aware of what to what extent their body can fucking handle shit. And then here's the thing too, is that's bullshit too, Dan, that people would say that because there was literally people flying from different states and different countries to LA for cancer treatments because we have some of the best, especially for children, our children's hospital treatments are probably some of the best in the world from what I've been reading, which is very, very interesting because to me, when you think of a children's hospital, you're like, okay, it's
right? St. Jude's?
Yeah, St. Jude's, Chalk of LA.
I should know all this. I'm a
Children's Hospital of LA. I call it Chola, Children's Hospital of LA.
Children's Hospital, you call it Chola, like you walk in, like,
take him to Chola.
They're like, I'd like to admit my child into Chola, and they're like, wait, what?
Just gonna look at you and be like, "Orale."
Right,
hey, you feeling alright? You say?
We'll shave off
you feeling okay?
We'll shave off her eyebrows over here. Anyway.
Oh,
hey, where did you park at? Because if you stay longer, they're gonna charge you. So park over here. What's your name? I'm Dr. Francisco. So hey, you go with me, I say. All right, go inside. I'm gonna inject you with some shit. And you're like, and then you survive. Wow. You come out, you're in remission, you're doing lines of cocaine off of a stripper's ass at the House of Blues in LA before they shut it down, and all's gravy, man.
It's funny.
Anthony, what is up?
Hey, what's going on? It's funny we brought up cancer out of nowhere. The Dustin Diamond, Screech from Saved by the Bell, died February 1st of lung cancer.
So it was lung cancer, right? And he did kind of stay
And when he went in, they found out he was stage 4?
Yeah, that's
horrible.
That's already.
That's horrible.
Well, same thing with Chad Boswick, right?
Bozeman, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
is it Bozeman or Boswick? I forgot his last name.
I think it's Bozeman.
Well, but maybe for Dustin Diamond, like it was, he found out so maybe it was kind of quick, and maybe it wasn't as long as it could have been dragged out to be. Imagine if he had dick cancer; it would have taken forever.
Oh fuck! God damn, taking forever. I forgot I hadn't made a banner
of his dick. That's weird, dude. You put that across your room?
I made a banner that I'm like, okay, because the three of us are very big fans of this warning right here, so I have to constantly put it up. Only because I'm
I
like,
am here.
Shit, man.
Dan, do you think he was saved by the bell?
Oh.
Too
By
early,
the way,
okay, that's horrible.
I think he would have enjoyed all these. I think he really would have. What's kind of weird though?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you could put that warning back up again.
Yes. Hold on. Let's do so. Just so. Okay.
Warning. Hey, wouldn't it suck? Like right before he passed, his voice finally cracked, and like he's like, "Oh shit, this is how it could have sounded the whole." We love you, Screech. Sorry.
Oh yeah. You know what else would have been funny, man? Is if they find some of his memoirs or something, and you have different people. Don't look at my tits. Look at my face. Maybe his problem was chicks kept staring at his dick. Don't look at my dick. Look at my face. Look at my face. No.
Wait,
up here.
now, I know Dustin Diamond was fucking legendary. He was known to be fucking well endowed, right? Is that the whole thing?
So what we're saying, he's
Apparently,
a plumber.
I've never had the
He laid down the pipe
to look up anything with him in it. Like, I'm afraid with his acting skills, he would have talked the whole time, which ruins it. Oh, this is totally freaking neat right here.
Did you guys ever see a stand-up? Did you guys ever see a stand-up?
No, actually, I did not.
It was pretty good. I mean, I seen him, I think it was a belly room in the Laugh Factory. There was like 20 people there.
I bet he had stories. Like he's got, he's like, I did what Elizabeth Berkley did, but got less viewers.
Oh, he did have a fucking sex tape.
Well, he was a porno star, right? Like, so for a little.
Was he though?
Yeah, I think he did a couple. Like, we're just saying this.
I mean, that's how he was living.
Wow. Okay.
Sure.
So I googled did Screech do a porn and said, what kind of monster are you?
Wow.
No, it didn't. I didn't do it yet.
That's why you use DuckDuckGo, Dan. Okay, don't use Google. Don't use Google, but
No, I love using Google because I look for the weirdest stuff. So I think there's some NSA agent somewhere going crazy trying to figure it out with a whiteboard. Like, what the
he's probably going like, "Fuck again." Shit.
Why is he looking at?
My marker's dry. Give me another one.
He's watching food porn.
Oh God, Dan Ochoa. What
He's
the
like,
fuck are you doing?
That ham and that butter.
Oh no, Dustin Diamond reveals sex tape penis was fake.
Wow. Anthony says, I wonder if he fucked any of you Saved by the Bell castmates. Fuck. Well, I got a story about my wife working at a bank a while back, and what's Lark Voorhees? Is that her name? The Lisa Turtle?
Oh, wait, okay. Jason's mom?
Fuck. I don't even know her name. Like what's Lisa Turtle's real name? Shit. Is it Lark Voorhees? It is. Fuck. I have to. Yeah, Lark Voorhees. That's her fucking name, dude.
Are you saying it right, or are you supposed to say Lark Voorhees?
No, Lark Voorhees. Born Lark Holloway. So of course this chick went she was on drugs, right? And she would try to cash fraudulent checks at the branch where my wife was working, dude. And of course they wouldn't cash them. But they could clearly tell like there was a lot of red flags with this fucking chick. So Nick said he made a porn to have proceeds go to saving his home when he was rock bottom. That's what I remember. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it does say there's
crazy.
just a sec, but it also says, there's a HuffPost about him being, in a porn flick. That's probably one of those annoying, notification that goes up because you subscribe to other news, and you're like, every once in a while you get something, you're like, oh, you see emojis in the headline.
Wow.
You automatically fucking know it's fucking HuffPo with some bullshit Hollywood article I don't need to know.
It's in Comic Sans font.
Yeah,
and that's how you know you can't take it seriously.
You mean Holly boobs? Holly boob? What did they put when they messed with the sign?
It was because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it was Holly boob.
Holly boob. Yeah.
And then because Holly titties is just too much work. You know what I'm saying? Just way too much work.
Nice. Holly boob. Wait.
Yeah.
So remember that, Dan?
Because it was put that sign up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they made the boobs singular.
Let's see. Hollywood boob.
Good at it.
I think I fucking just typed in.
Is that too dark?
Dude.
Too dark.
Man.
Is that too dark?
Warning.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so just so you guys know, I typed in Hollywood boob thinking I was going to get the sign up, and I get this.
Uh-oh.
So what did I stumble across?
Growing up also I was born in the 80s, but growing up in the 90s, watching In Living Color, I heard another name for tits or breasts, and it was breastises.
Jane's big breastises. Oh, that's when that skit when he was educating people in prison, learning how to read. Yeah. Let's see. Hollywood sign boob. Let's see.
I love how once you become a celebrity, like, oh, okay, I became a celebrity, and here's my wife, and she goes on the red carpet dressed like a fucking, what the fuck is this?
What's
no one wears this in public. Why are we wearing this in public?
What is Shag Megan? Why Julia Rose? Who is this Julia Rose? And why does she stick her tongue out? Oh, no. She got arrested, actually. She was the one.
Oh.
Yeah, it was her. Julia Rose. She was the one that...
Shag Mag. Is she from Shag Mag, or is she
I have no idea.
Of the
but she looks like she needs a sandwich, bro. She needs a sandwich because she is skinny as fuck.
That's fine.
Look at that.
No,
you're like, it's fine.
Hey. Don't look down on skinny girls. They're cheaper to feed.
Yeah. Sandwich? What kind of sandwich?
Cheaper to feed.
He said to look down on skinny girls because they're cheaper to feed. You're like, you don't need too much. You can have like one taco. You be good, man. Just buy 4. 3 for you, 1 for her. You good, man. You
Yeah.
good. But
that's a funny thing. You could get away with like a date where you buy cheap tacos, as long as you're like, no, you have to try this one food truck. It's one of my favorite things. I just got to share it with you because I think you're special.
But
I haven't dated in a long time.
You ever eat a taco
I
sideways,
haven't
Dan?
either.
You ever eat a taco sideways, Dan?
Sideways. Sideways, man. Taco neck.
You ever eat a taco sideways?
Do you realize that now that you ask me, I can't remember how I eat a taco?
Really? You don't eat it facing forward like this?
I put my head sideways.
Wow. Okay.
I had to think of like Jack in the Box tacos, and you're in a car and you're trying not to get stuff all over your beard.
Yeah, I turn my neck this way, and then I eat the taco.
Yeah. So, lately I've been, getting in tune with a lot of my stories. I guess I could
say your stories.
A lot of my stories. And I couldn't help but to see that there's just a lot of things, coming out, man. And this is a new segment, ladies and gentlemen, where it's called we're gonna name it right now on
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Oh, and we a lot of us grew up remembering Entertainment Tonight. Can you call it entertainment right fucking now, asshole?
Right fucking now, asshole. Sure. That's gonna hog up the entire thing, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough we already have this one, so
yeah.
And then I gotta like switch back to this one here.
Entertainment.
So right. But with this entertainment segment, we have newly promoted former doctor Stephen Bowman's gonna let us in on
some
what's new news. What's new in the movie world. And I always like talking to Stefan about it because he's kind of like my cliff notes on
deep in the anus of the entertainment.
Yeah, it's just because I'm a sucker for fucking movies. I mean, even the horrible ones. Like the let me just throw it out there. The most horrible movie I've ever seen ever. To be honest, you guys want to know what's the
worst movie ever? Yes,
movie?
Yes.
You'll never guess. To me, it was Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness.
Yes, it has.
I don't even remember that at all.
It's a happy medicine. I guess comedy.
Are you saying post Little Nicky? Because after that, he's dead to me. But no, he's not.
Yes.
Hire me.
I think that's production.
I'll work with Kevin James for $1 million.
He's just a producer, right?
It was a comedy kind of stoner. It's basically like it's horrible. I mean, but it's so beautifully, it's so horribly beautiful that I'm just like what's his name? Steve is Zahn. I think that's his name.
Oh, Steve Zahn.
Zahn. There you go.
Yeah,
Justin Long's in it. Alan Covert's in it. Jonah Hill. Ashley Scott.
You want to know one of the worst movies I've ever seen?
Which one?
Kevin Smith's Tusk.
Oh,
Tusk. Did not like that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one at all. I was thinking about it, but was not sure.
No, if you want to see a really good Kevin Smith movie that's semi-modern, that's not too old, look up Red State.
Red State is a damn good.
Oh, very
good movie.
You haven't seen that one, Dan? Yeah.
No, I have.
Okay.
I like that movie.
That was a good movie.
So fucking crazy.
Tusk.
Well, no. Tusk, he had Justin Long in there too. It's like I guess he works with this guy exclusively or something.
I mean, there's good actors in it, but like when you see stuff like Human Centipede, and then you see that, which is why he made that because he's influenced by Human Centipede, of course. Nah, dude, nah.
He was trying. He'll get something else. He'll get something else. He did good with Red State.
That was the first movie I saw. The kid from Signs. Not Signs. What's the other
Gang
one?
Signs?
No.
They're talking about Sixth Sense. You're talking about Sixth Sense.
Yeah, Gang Signs. It's where like the aliens come to fight over the hood to see who gets.
Dude, that would be a dope fucking movie, Dan. You'd land in the hood, and then the Crips and the Bloods gotta fucking fight the aliens.
And it's M. Night Shyamalan, right? So it has a twist ending. So in the end, M. Night Shyamalan's getting fucked in the ass by an alien in a space.
Oh.
That's the twist.
And then the helmet comes off and it's Dustin Diamond.
worst.
What's his name? Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, no, it's
Haley
him.
Joel
It's him, Haley Joe, and like,
Dude,
I see some dead people. Mhm.
it's like, oh god. But I've seen like for example, what is this? Okay, I know there's Prime Video that's coming out with a bunch of films, right? But I seen what is this Chaos Walking?
Okay, so we'll get to that
it's-
right now. So this Friday, there's a new Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, Mad Mickelson movie coming out called
Yeah.
Chaos Walking, and it's a sci-fi action adventure film. The trailer, well, even the concept looks fucking crazy. It's based off a book. I forget what the name of the book was called. But definitely something man, I really want to see it. If we could put the trailer on really quick, because it's not very long.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched it. I'm just like, what is this sorcery I'm watching?
What is this sorcery? Hello, Harry.
What is this sorcery.
Hello, Harry Potter.
noises.
Look at that Mars, bro. They're going to fucking Mars. See,
Wait,
they're just
that's
pretending
Mars?
as Earth.
No, that's Earth.
No,
Oh.
that's Murph. Mars.
No, dude,
and
you
Earth
look at the
combined,
Middle East,
bro.
it just looks like Mars.
See, it's
sometimes.
Hollywood conditioning, man. They're trying to condition you into thinking that it's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay.
You almost sound like Keanu Reeves.
Wow.
Here's that noise.
See, look, there's Elon Musk, young Elon Musk, going through the jungles of Southeast Asia.
Yeah,
man.
you're
Look at
gonna
that.
you're gonna trip on this one.
Yeah, it's a
pretty
giant
trippy.
fucking landmine to
Lucky
find.
to be alive.
My God, it's Clint Eastwood.
Whoa, stop! Don't come any closer. It's a girl. Girl. Oh my gosh, girl. I'm sorry. No noise. Blonde hair. I've just never seen a girl before.
Whoa, it's Greta von Frugenberg.
He's never seen a girl before. Wait
You'll
till he
see-
sees tits.
You'll see why. You'll see why.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's was a gerbil before. Or?
Happens
that
to all men
Ray?
on this planet. Every thought in our heads are on display.
Look at that, Dan.
Wow.
Every thought in their heads is on display.
Where are all the women?
Is that Kevin Sorbo?
No, Matt Mickelson.
Wow.
Oh,
He played
okay.
Hannibal on the TV show. TV show Hannibal.
No noise. What is she thinking? Where the hell is her noise?
It's strange to see everything you're thinking.
You know, it's strange for me too, not knowing what's going on in your head. I mean, I don't know, you might not like my dog, or you want to hit me over the head with a rock or something.
Yeah.
I like your dog.
He's stronger than he knows. You better watch your noise.
Oh shit. A motherfucking Jonas twin.
Yeah, that was the only thing I saw in the trailer. I was like,
man. Somewhere in this film, there's going to be a tag or an Easter egg for his new diabetes medication that he's basically backing, and you know he's going to help the world and coming out with a new album. Yeah, new album, guys. Aren't
The
you
Jonas
excited?
If those men catch you,
Man.
they'll kill you.
No.
If you want to
Stop telling
protect
me
the
to do
girl,
that.
you have to leave now. Safe. Keep you safe. Keep you safe. Safe.
With her power, there's no telling what he can do.
Is that Liam?
I need that girl before she wants him. How many are coming? 100. 200.
Thousands.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
I am Todd Hewitt. Be a man. Fight.
Be quiet. I'm trying.
Come on. Fight.
he's trying to silence his thoughts. Good fucking luck.
What the fuck, man? Okay, so explain to me the sorcery we just watched,
The
please.
sorcery. Hello, Harry.
I like that noise. I like that noise they're putting in a lot of movies like dink, and then it goes quiet. Dink.
I'm reading the plot here. So, in Prentice Town, I guess this is the fictitious.
It's based off a book, but it looks from the trailer as if there's no women where she landed at all. You don't know where they've gone. Have they are there any alive? Have they all been murdered?
Yeah.
Did they leave the planet? You don't know. But the thing you do know from the trailer is that you can hear and see a physical manifestation with sound of their thoughts, whether they're good or bad. Whatever they're thinking, it's on display. So they have no privacy. No privacy.
Oh, so like I totally want to rail that. She's like,
that's what you
me?
can't show in the
Like,
trailer, but
well-
it's probably in the movie.
You're like, I want to drink her bathwater.
I don't
totally wanna drink
understand
her
that at
bathwater.
all, by the way. I don't understand that.
It's like basketball, very bad, very bad, very bad.
Yeah. No, I just
Wow.
don't
It's
not
understand
horchata.
it. Like,
It's not horchata.
oh, it's a celebrity's bathwater. I'm doing so well. And then like you drink it all and you're like, buyer's remorse. It's gone.
I didn't save the
my
receipt. I
Lord.
threw it away. So,
And then-
Daisy
sorry.
Ridley is in it, which is also known
She's
as
from the Star
Rey.
Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rey from the last Star Wars movies that we shall not talk about.
Does she sell bathwater?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh yeah, from Hannibal. He also did another movie called what was it? Arctic.
Does he
Where
sell
he-
bathwater?
Where he It's a great movie. If you haven't seen Arctic, it's Mads Mikkelsen. He's the guy who played Hannibal in the Hannibal TV show. He has a plane that crashes in the Arctic, and he has to find a way to actually survive. Really good survival movie. If you've not seen it, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Okay, there's Nick Jonas, David Oyelowo. There's Kurt Sutter,
a lot of good
creator
actors
of
and actresses.
Kurt Sutter's creator of Sons of Anarchy. Is he not? If I remember correctly. And
Possibly.
that was him. He was the one that did he's married to Katie Seagal, aka Peggy Bundy.
Oh, that's a TV show that I miss to death, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I miss Married with Children.
It wouldn't survive nowadays. It would get canceled. Yes. It would be canceled the day of.
If they were to
Before
make
it
it today,
airs, Dan.
and it had all the properness of today, bro, the
yes.
show would suck.
Yes.
We're gonna get canceled, Peg.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think nobody's tried it, and like a lot of people who say they've been canceled, they're on like another platform now, making the same amount of cash. Like,
If there's an
you really
audience for it,
like if you
will
have
watch
fans, they'll find you.
No,
They'll
yeah,
find
exactly.
where you are.
And then the other one I sent you is an Amazon original called Invincible, which is based off of Robert Kirkman, Ryan Otley, and Corey Walker's thing for a series of I don't know if you call them graphic novels or comics, but called Invincible, and that's going to be March 26th on Amazon Prime.
All right, let's check this one out. This I have not seen yet. The other one I stumbled across, but it is most also.
Fan of The Walking Dead, think that about superheroes instead.
Come on. Knock it off, Tusk.
Now, for the record, this is not a cartoon for.
Oh, this is not for kids. No.
It's not for kids.
No.
Is it for preteens?
Maybe
Premature ejaculators? Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah, people who
But,
still
um,
do it in their
Amber's
sleep.
been pretty clear about how she feels.
Oh, he punched him.
Like my dad. I want to be just like you.
I've fought to keep this planet safe. Your power's got to be due any day now, son.
Sounds like Homelander.
Morning. I'm scared, Dad. What if I can't do this?
Follow me. Slow down. Land. I said land. Stop.
Oh
I'm
shit!
actually getting used to this a little.
That's not good.
Really good voice
After
actors
everything
too.
he's done, how can I live up to all that?
You need to decide what kind of hero you want to be.
And he looks like he's mixed Asian.
In the blue.
Yeah, I think Steve Yoon is the voiceover, right?
I think so. And then I forget the dad's name.
May we count on
He was in a movie called Whiplash.
Yeah, I think so.
And bored of this.
Yeah,
there you go.
Son, we need to talk. What I'm about to tell you will change everything.
Whoa, what the fuck?
No, there's actual gore, dude. I can't fucking wait.
Oh, yes, it's definitely not a cartoon for kids.
I wasn't ready before. Now I am.
You being a superhero is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Now take me flying or I'm gonna tell everyone you're invincible. Sorry, not sorry.
Wow. So it's a series, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
Oh,
more
You know,
sorcery.
I mean, cartoons can be really gory. I remember a long time ago, I stumbled on a Reddit post where someone did a GIF and they said the most disturbing anime death scenes ever, and it was like some of the things they did in anime stuck with me for like months after that. Like your head would go back to thinking about, nah, that can't happen in real life. No, that's never going to happen in real life. Like they did such a good job, like just psychopathic suffering, like better. And it's weird because it's done in anime where it's all kind of, you know, very strictly a certain way, where it's semi-minimalistic, but they're still putting a certain level of like suffering, and where I would just, some of those images, if you go look it up on Reddit, like most horrific anime scenes ever or something like that, it just like, whoa.
I think one of the ones that my buddy showed me, my buddy Morgan, a long time ago, we were chilling and he's like, man, I rented this anime, bro. I heard it was fucking crazy. And we put it on and we're watching it. And then, you know, shit starts to happen. And I was like, what the fuck?
Which one was it?
Lord of the Underfiend.
Oh, my first one was Akira.
Oh, okay. This one had giant tentacle dicks. Tentacle dicks. It shot out acidic semen that would eat things, and then the women demons were these giant vaginas with teeth that would eat people.
Oh,
whoa!
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I saw one where like there was a giant tentacle, you know, monster, and like
it's taking on the Navy in the ocean.
He found like
a tentacle dig monster. Wow.
Well, like a girl, this like one of the pure. We don't even know what it said. We couldn't hear. Like there was no subtitles. It just seemed like they like brought in this like really white girl because they were into that at them. I think they still are.
Oh,
and,
yeah, Fist of North Star.
She goes in this room. There's this giant tentacle dick monster, and like he's got like hundreds of girls hanging off of all his tentacles in this room.
Wow.
And then when she comes in, he's like, can't take it. So he pulls them all out of all of them and like gives all of them to her at one time.
Whoa.
And I'm like, why is this happening? Come to later, I find out why there's so much of that tentacle stuff going on in Japan.
Hentai, right?
Well, it's because they don't have to blur out tentacles doing that stuff. They have to like by law, they have to blur out if there's, you know, an actual
wiener. Wiener.
What can I say on your show?
It's a wiener hot dog.
So because they have to blur that out, there was people that said, let's make it tentacles, and it's like that's not totally weird at all. So you finish the cartoon, the rest of us are gonna lock you in the basement. Bye.
Yeah. That's well, I mean, Invincible, it's based on Omni-Man, is that correct?
You probably most likely. I just know
a powerful superhero.
Yeah, I think so. He'd be the equivalent of like Superman. And then
this is interesting.
It looks good. It's going to be March 26th, Amazon Prime.
Well, and Mark Hamill is one of the voiceovers.
Oh, he's probably one of the bad guys, I'm sure.
Oh, he's probably the Joker. And Mark Hamill is the Joker in there. Like he just shows up for no
reason. Jeez.
This is good casting here. It's Stephen Yeun, J.K. Simmons, of course, Mark Hamill, Seth Rogen, Jillian Jacobs, Walton Goggins. Wow. Okay, this is cool.
There's a lot of high-end talent. And then we were talking to James Earl Jones. And then we were talking about HBO Max.
Oh, he's not in it.
And this Friday is Tom and Jerry on HBO Max.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Are you
we are going to watch it.
Do you remember what they did to us in the 90s?
Of course they did.
Do you remember what they did to us? They made the Tom and Jerry movie in the 90s, and it was a musical where they got along to save a kid.
No, this is not a musical. I'm pretty sure.
I'm like, why are they trying to kill themselves? I want them to kill themselves. What is wrong with y'all?
I thought I was coming in here to gut laugh to a bunch of like hysterical 1915s cartoon violence. That's what I want to see. Well, the kids can't. The kids know not to do that.
Itchy and scratchy show. No, I used to watch the classic cartoons. I don't know about any of the newer versions of it, but the classic ones were amazing. But that comes out February 26th on Friday, and then March 18th. March 18th, mark your calendars. For those of you who are fans of Zack Snyder, the Snyder Cut for Justice League comes out, and it's not going to be released in 4 different separate parts. It's going to be released all in a one block, a 4-hour movie. His cut, his version.
Is that more scenes of the shittiest Joker ever from Jared?
No. He's in there, but they haven't said whether it's in a dream sequence or if he's actually in a present day sequence in the film. A lot of that's kind of we don't really know.
Wait, explain that to me. What exactly is happening with Zack Snyder's version?
If you want to pop up the trailer,
he's trying to show you all the other stuff that they cut out that would have made it a good movie before.
Well, because something happened, at least at the time. What happened was, or at least this is the story they were going with, and then I've heard a different story recently, but someone in his family, one of his children, died, and he had to hand over the reins to Josh Whedon, who was the original director of
Avengers,
the Buffy TV series and the Avengers 1 and 2.
Oh, he would have been much better. That guy probably.
Well, no, he did. He took it over, and that's why Justice League it didn't work. And so all this.
Really? Wait. Josh Whedon did a
took
failure
over
thing?
the Justice
I didn't know
League.
about that.
Yeah. And so Zach, he used some of Zach's stuff, and then they did some reshoots. But now Zach has put the definitive. Zack Snyder's put the definitive version of it, so he's able to bring in the black suited Superman, the little darker battle with Doomsday, some of the stuff that ties in Joker, and a lot of stuff, dude, and the stuff that's supposed to lead into the Flash movie, Aquaman 2.
So it's supposed to have kind of a more forensic, I guess, storyline, or is that?
It's more fleshed out because in the trailer it shows Diana Prince, who's Wonder Woman, going into looks like some kind of cave on Themyscira or somewhere else. I'm assuming it's where she lives, and it shows Darkseid, who's supposed to be the Thanos, one of the Thanos characters of the DC universe.
Interesting. All right, well, let's check this out. I haven't even seen this, so.
Oh, I can't wait, bro.
I'll take it at face value, I guess. Let's see.
March 18th. Look at that hole that Doomsday dug in him, dude. Fuck.
Wow.
The bell's been rung.
This is when they fought, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Among the stars.
And they didn't show you what they originally envisioned. Now you're gonna see.
The god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition.
There's Darkseid.
There's an attack coming.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
Interesting.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull and don't wave the red
When you
cape
see
at
Batman on the tank, push pause when you see it if you're able to.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Batman with a tank?
Well, yeah, he's what he's got later on. It's what they had. It's basically a tank.
Where the hell is he getting all this? Oh,
Okay,
he's a millionaire.
So Frank Miller, he did a series of Batman comics, some of the most famous ones, which Chris Nolan based a lot of the stuff in that to make his Batman. In there, I believe it's called The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Returns, if I'm not mistaken, and Batman Year One, I believe. And so he has a tank in there, and so he put the tank in the film, dude. It's fucking dope.
No,
you'll see it here in a minute.
Shit. Okay. All right.
Here in a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
Ooh, look at that black suit, dude. This looks fucking dope. There it is. That was brief, but that was the tank.
Stefan buys all the DLCs. He's like, oh, it's Black Superman. I gotta get that for this game.
I gotta get that. No, I'm a little cheap.
It will. It has to.
4 hours long, dude.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
What the fuck?
Oh, so at least they got rid of the Post Malone Joker, I guess.
It looks way better than what he looked like
that
before.
Post Malone Joker was bullshit. Like
that's still Jared Leto, right?
Joker's not supposed to be Joker's not supposed to be some street gangster. He's supposed to be something like mobster style. I mean, that's like he wouldn't have a bunch of fucking Etch-a-Sketch tattoos all over his fucking face and gold teeth. That's not his style. Don't do that shit ever again, Jared Leto, or I'm gonna put you in it.
He got him the way he should be looking, which is a cross between kind of what he looked like before a little bit, but a little bit of the Heath Ledger Joker. Looks kind of like a slight merger, not all the way Heath Ledger, but you know.
Now let me ask you this question: was most of the stuff also reshot just to kind of?
He had to add in effects, fix and complete effect shots that weren't even done, because a lot of the stuff that he would, when he left. I don't remember if it was near when he was cutting the film or if he was halfway done, or I don't remember exactly everything, but he had to have Ben Affleck do some stuff. A lot of them had to do some extra stuff he already had filmed, but it just didn't make it into the film because, again, another director, Josh Whedon, took over.
Yeah.
And, you work Stuntcock? Yes, Stuntcock.
Yeah. I was just about to say that, like,
and
then you smack yourself in the ass and you go in, man.
Hey man, paycheck's paycheck, and I think they're friends. And that movie did really poorly because it didn't deliver on, with all the pressure that was going on with how successful Marvel was with what they were doing. It was very hard for them to, and then later on, modern times, they're saying that Warner Brothers didn't like the cut of the film that he did, so they kicked him out and gosh, Josh Whedon. Some people were saying it wasn't that his daughter died, or it was a combination of both. So I don't know, daughter or son, I forget which one.
Well, I mean, regardless if you have a child that dies and you're
you need to
movie,
take a
of course
sabbatical.
It's going to affect. Yeah. That's pretty cold, man. Go home, Hollywood. You're on Xanax again.
Hollyboob. So that's March 18th.
Yeah, that looks dope. I like that.
And then Godzilla vs. Kong, March 31st.
Nice.
So a couple weeks after that. And then we have some exclusive deals that were made as of recently, or not too long ago. A My Little Pony movie exclusive straight to Netflix.
For you bronies out there, enjoy.
Right, for you bronies.
Nice.
Bro. Yeah. There's a Halo series starring Pablo Schreiber headed to Paramount Plus. Which will be which is a new streaming service.
Oh,
and I'm going to get to that here in a minute. And
we're going to start pirating shit again because there's too many streaming services to pay for.
And the Halo show is going to air in early 2022. And then Paramount Plus begins this year on March 4th. So basically, they're taking CBS All Access and they're wiping the slate clean as far as the name, and it's going to be rebranded to Paramount Plus. So
because CBS was fucking free before.
Well, I don't know what it is now.
Serious.
I don't know what it is
that was
now.
the marketing. No, I think that was the marketing problem. Is people are like, why would I pay for CBS? It's on the TV when I have my digital tuna still.
No, it's all new content though, with stuff that's not obviously.
Yeah, but I think that's the problem. You got to market things right.
They have 3 new Star Trek. Well, whenever Paramount Plus comes out, I'm not sure when the third one's coming out, but they have the Star Trek Discovery, and then the new Star Trek Picard. You have the Twilight Zone show on there. They just started a new Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs TV show called Clarice, which I really want to fucking see.
Huge fan of Hannibal. I've seen that.
And it takes place right after Clarice Starling finishes off Buffalo Bill, when he's coming after her with the night vision goggles.
Yeah. No shit. Look at
Right after she finishes off Buffalo Bill, and you can tell
She
in the night
finishes
vision
him.
goggles that
that's-
it is done.
Wow.
That's Paramount Plus, and again, that's March
Glowy.
4th. And here's a big thing that I think is going to draw a lot of people to paying the $5 a month. $5 a month ain't that bad. Yeah, you got to deal with some commercials, but it's $5. Shut the fuck up. $5. You're going to get A Quiet Place 2. Once it comes out, 45 days after its theatrical release, it'll be on Paramount Plus. Mission Impossible 7, after its theatrical release, this is official news.
Fuck yeah.
Will be premiering on Paramount Plus 45 days after its limited theatrical release.
Wow. Okay.
So what do you think about that? I want to see both of those, actually. I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
A Quiet Place and Mission Impossible. So
Yeah, me too. I think A Quiet Place really freaked me out.
that was a good movie.
Being that, I've been in audio for so long, and then knowing that there's a certain decibel level that you can't surpass, or those fucking things will come get you. It could be a sneeze, and then they give birth to a child.
Why
Fuck,
didn't they
man.
live by the fucking waterfall? You got water. You could. It's noisy. You could make a hydroelectric dam and get your energy. No, let's live in the quiet farm, so we have to be quiet all the time. Hey, son, come here with this waterfall with me. Here, check this out. You mean we could talk all the time if we were here? Yeah, if we were here. But Dad wants you to shut up, so we live at the farm.
I mean, how would you? I mean, think about it. The world ends. The waterfall will let them speak. Maybe Daddy wants some quiet, right? Maybe Daddy wants some quiet before he kills somebody.
It's like I keep hearing this waterfall, and I keep pee-peeing on myself, because when I hear running water, I just feel like I gotta do pee-pee on myself. Can we go back to the farm real quick? I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, I mean, she got pregnant during the quiet time.
Yeah.
think about that. Like, whap, 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 whap. You just stay quiet for a while till they move away. Whap, whap, whap.
Oh my god! It's like, how did that happen?
So you have, that. I think that's going to be awesome, dude. I'm definitely considering for $5 a month. Fuck it, dude. We also have a big premiere this Sunday. This Sunday, we got a huge premiere. The Walking Dead Season 10 continues February 28th. I'm excited. I know there's a lot of haters out there for The Walking Dead, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I need my zombies. I need my gore, and I need to watch stupid people die. And yeah, I want to see it. I'm ready.
I need to watch stupid people die.
Yeah.
Are they still on? What's the is it AMC? Was it TMC, AMC, whatever
it's
it's
on AMC,
called?
but if you have Amazon Prime, for a few dollars more, you can add AMC Plus to your bill, which is I forget exactly how much more it is. I don't know if it's $5 or $6. And then upon doing that and having Amazon Prime, they give you Shudder. Yes, I said Shudder for free.
Yes.
For free.
Oh, okay.
And that has a slew of stuff that you would like to watch, Dan.
Wait, Shudder for free with this thing?
So you subscribe in Amazon Prime, you subscribe to AMC Plus, and Shudder is included.
Dan is like, oh, please do tell me more.
Maybe.
Oh my lord!
I'll think about it.
It can't get any
I'm
cheaper.
still playing GTA 5 to tell you how much free time I've had.
Here
Past
at
decade.
the this year's E3, we're supposed to get supposedly, if the leaks are correct, and I think it is because it's been long enough, the new Grand Theft Auto trailer.
Oh,
Wow.
not
Is
Richard
it-
Gere's 1990s gerbil game. Please stop talking about this.
You mean
Are they doing Grand Theft Auto Texas?
We'll find
No,
out.
it's probably back to Liberty City. I bet you they're
Liberty
going
City.
right back to Liberty City.
Grand Theft Auto Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
might be okay, but then like Disney will sue them the minute you can drive through Epcot. Like,
Another
Wow.
exclusive on Paramount Plus is Rugrats Revival reunites original cast.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so Rugrats is coming
Okay.
back because
Okay.
just with
one
those
thing I-
neglectful parents that left them alone for hours at a time.
Wow.
Just-
So that's what I
Parenting,
forgot
doing
to
it
mention.
right.
It's all the Paramount films and TV shows, all the stuff that's CBS, which anything under the Viacom banner, and then it's going to be I believe, I wouldn't be surprised if Showtime has stuff on there, because I'm pretty sure that's CBS if I'm not mistaken. And then it's going to have all of Nickelodeon and something else. So anything Nickelodeon was on,
all the SpongeBob you could take.
All the SpongeBob stuff.
So
I know
anything
that.
like if Netflix has Nickelodeon stuff, Amazon, anybody who has Nickelodeon stuff, I'm pretty sure it's going to be taken off, and it's going to be on Paramount Plus.
I invented
Interesting.
Nickelodeon
Okay.
Jack when I was 14.
Oh, you mean like that one? You can't say this on television. Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
They say slime or water, and it falls on them.
They know.
Wow.
They say I don't know. Yeah, was that what it was? I think that's what it was. I don't know.
Okay.
Blind.
And
that's the worst. That would be the most horrible porn parody. Either I don't know.
That's not slime. That's semen.
Oh man!
Why does it smell like Clorox?
You're not a sailor. You're not a sailor.
You've done that 10 times a day. You're not human.
Let's see. And then before we leave the streaming stuff, Coming to America 2.
Yes.
On Amazon Prime, and that's March 5th. Have you seen the trailer for that one?
I want to see trailer. Yes. Fuck you too.
Yeah, fuck you too.
You must heed my words.
Good or bad, I'm gonna love it. I don't care.
Oh, that's First Castle.
Look at that.
Now, you will be king.
Has this got James Earl Jones in it?
Yes, that's
Throne must pass to a male heir.
Also Doom.
Hakeem, it appears
Folsom Dune.
You have a son. He must be found.
Prepare the royal jet. We are going back to America.
Oh, hell no, Your Majesty. Come on!
Tarzio. Wow. Where's the snipes?
I'm the king of this shop.
That's what it is.
Well. Say it again.
No
Sexual
fucking way.
Sexual chocolate.
Randy Watson returns.
Sexual chocolate.
Yes.
It is so good to see you.
Well, I be damn. Look who done come up in here.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte and Ebola.
Famine and blood.
Yeah, the Mandela and Winnie.
Those hungry babies with the flies on the face. Hey, oh, that's too much. Now you step over there. You talking that kind of shit about hungry babies. You're going to get out my shit.
Politically incorrect.
So what you doing back here, Hotel Rwanda?
Okay, Hungry Baby with a flag on the face. Car.
Say it again.
Oh, dude. Yes, and more yes. Inject this shit into my veins, please.
Oh, dude, I might watch that right after it's done. I might watch it again at the same time. Damn.
That's March
We'll
5th. Yes.
I mean, like here's the weird thing is that Bill and Ted's, it came out and it just went.
I liked it. I don't think it was
No,
great,
but it did though. Like the word about it, like nobody talked about it for after like a week.
Yeah.
I heard people hating on it, and I understand the hate that people have for it, but at the same time, let's be realistic. How long ago was number 2? You could say, well, then why did they do a third one? Well, you got to understand how rambunctious and energetic the fan base for that film was. They wanted a third one, so they gave it to
Yeah,
them.
I know I did.
It's again, it's not. Is it better than number 1? No, but is it better than number 2? In some ways, yes.
Dan's like
kind of like for me, it's like a mismatch of both.
I
in my opinion, though,
it's kind of funny because like when I was younger, it was like let's watch Bill and Ted's cool, and then like I got older and it was like they're in the movies thing. It's like every time we get to well, should we watch Bill and Ted's? No. Like it just didn't age well for me. It's like it did not age well. Like I think the term "be excellent to each other" that of course is
there's
good,
some good messages in there,
but it's such a gimmicky movie. Like it's so much from the. I mean, we grew up in that time period. Of course, we kind of like things. But if you look at it, really, it's such a like gimmicky movie. It's so the way the lines are said, and it's so much from that time. It's like. I don't know how to describe it.
That's like a peachy folder.
I can't take it. It's like
Bad
and
clothes.
George Carlin's in it, which is basically my, I'm a Carlinist, so he's my messiah, and
Lord Carlin.
He's in
Lord
the movie.
Carlin.
Lord Carlin.
If a Carlinist, Carlin won't send you to hell for not liking one of his movies. So
cool. No, I thought it was okay. But
benevolent God.
Benevolent God. So we have that, and then the other thing, a little piece of news that we can wrap up with, is if this is true, and it looks like it is true because they made a post about it, official post. The new Spider-Man movie will be this year, December 2021. And supposedly,
Dan's laughing.
I just thought he was gonna say, and supposedly this is true. Screech's dick was actually really long. Like I was hoping you were gonna do a wrap around there. But anyway, continue, please.
Jesus caught Dustin Diamond's penis. It's this big.
It looked like a sea bass.
A sea bass, like an X-Men sea bass. But yeah, so the
it's like. Oh shit! Did I touch it? Anyway,
it's all. Hey!
It landed on my face.
Is that a falling star? No, it's just a diamond dick.
I feel a poltergeist presence. What is?
Oh, honey, that ain't no snake.
Okay, Whitest Kids You Know, because not a lot of people have seen it. One of the best sketch comedies ever. They had a great thing where this fortune teller could see ghosts, like a medium. And she's like, well, one of them's got his balls on your head. And so this guy, he has to live with knowing that the ghost is always putting his balls on top of his head. Whitest Kids You Know. It's one of the best comedy sketch things that barely anyone knows about.
It's fucking great. Yeah.
All of them are for free on YouTube. Just go watch it. Look up Whitest Kids You Know. They're all free.
It's funny you said that because there's also a Kids in the Hall that you've heard me talk about, Dan. One of my favorite things. It's in the time of Shakespeare. It's a Renaissance thing, and each person's coming on stage to enact this play of Shakespeare. So each guy comes out and all the ladies are like, oh, you don't know what's going on, right? And because they only show the above the waist, so they're doing Shakespeare, and then the camera pans out, and I think the second time you hear the ladies ooh and ah because they're looking at how big the dude's dick is while he's doing Shakespeare. So
he's shaking his spear.
Each guy that comes out, pants on, and there's a thing in there.
Each guy that comes out has to outdo the guy before.
He's doing the helicopter
until it gets to a guy who's got an anaconda wrapped around his leg down his foot. It's hilarious.
And he does
that's elephantitis. He needs
not his nuts, his dick.
No,
he does a hands-free clap.
Yeah. That's like that joke when I was a kid. One of my buddies. Oh, this is so weird. But he's like, you ever think Spider-Man when he pulled down his pants, if a lady's like a mile away, he can hit her in the pussy?
Like, Spider-Man?
Yeah,
not Plastic Man.
No.
Because that's a Plastic Man thing.
Do you think he shoots webs out of his dick? I'm like, what?
Well, don't you? Wait, what pattern does yours make? Mine's usually in a web pattern.
So he used to walk. He used to walk around making that sound like the web shooter.
Wow.
Walk around fucking humping the air, shooting.
Wow. Wow. That's
Spider
just
dick.
Wow.
Spider dick. So the latest
good segue.
Spider-Man movie, yeah, Spider-Man. So there was Homecoming, and there was what was the second one? The second one was Spider-Man
Far From Home, and now they're doing.
And now the new, if the title that they put out there is correct, is No Way Home.
No Way Home,
which is like a horror movie for E.T.
That sounds like
can't go home. Do heroin instead in L.A.
Don't go to India. You have no way home. Don't go to Zizek's Road. Go to Boston. Wow. Well, I mean, nonetheless, I'm looking forward to these. I mean, just granted, with all the streaming services that are pretty much, if you get all of them, it's going to add up to a fucking cable bill anyway.
Oh, and then something that happened yesterday, really quick. I totally forgot. Tiger Woods crashed his car not far from where I live.
Wait, they're making a movie already?
Oh shit! Fuck!
Not far from where I live.
Dark.
He was up at a hotel up in PV, and he crashed not far. Wait, let me see if I can. That way.
Like that way.
He hurt his legs.
Well, apparently,
we have to worry about this though, because it's all in the hips.
It's all
in the hips. No more golfing for a long time.
No, I hope he's okay.
I'm gonna make him a robot. He's gonna be half robot. So Tiger Woods crashed his car. They freed him using the jaws of life here, and he's at Harbor, UCLA, and they tested his blood, and they didn't find any drugs or alcohol.
Wow, so probably just
we've driven up there where he crashed, and road. Some of the roads are very windy. There's not a lot of lights, depending on when he was driving, and some of the hills when they go down, the roads can be very unpredictable if you've never drove them that much.
Yeah,
especially if you're driving fast.
He was giving Dwayne Wade and Kevin Hart golf lessons or some shit like that.
Oh, up here at the
before he crashed. Yeah.
You have to remember, when you're rich, it only makes you invincible from prosecution, not from
being a dumbass.
Yeah, you're not going to jail, but you can go to a hospital still.
Yes.
Yeah. And then February 10th, we all know what happened February 10th with Gina Carano. She was fired by Disney and Lucasfilm on February 10th following what her bosses called her abhorrent social media activity. So she is no longer on The Mandalorian, which I think is bullshit.
We'll do a shout out to the Amazing Atheist. He did a little bit on this, and I haven't watched it yet because he talks at length about it, and I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. It's a 20-minute video, and I've heard other stuff about it. What do any of you know what she said that bugged them? Because if it's true, if she just was saying normal conservative views, yeah, that's a little scary, but it's not enough to block somebody. Like if she's saying extremist stuff, like, just like, I get uncomfortable about there are extreme left sites where it's like, kill the white man is like all over it. It's like, wow, weird, man. Like, all I did was get born this way. But sorry. But it's like, those are scary, of course, because I'm a white dude. But there's also scary, like super, the far reaching stuff. And it's just like, what did she say, or do either of you know what she actually did?
Well, let's actually look that up, because I was curious about. I remember sending you guys the.
Oh yeah, something on it. And I was looking into it.
This is a more serious show than you're used to with us guys.
And you type in on Google, what did Gina Carano say, and a bunch of this stuff comes up, and I'm like, okay, well, where do I click? Because it's Esquire.com, Newsweek.
Like, did she say
USA
that
Today.
Baby Yoda was from an inferior race that should be slaves?
I have no idea. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
the Daily Beast.
Did she post blood and steel? Yeah. Right? Did she tell everyone the snow is this high?
Blood and asteroid.
Is the Daily Beast. I don't know what Daily Beast is, but
they're semi-reputable. So they're kind of like, if you're going through TMZ, you're like, okay. At least from my experience.
Okay. So what she ended up saying was Jews were beaten in the streets.
Oh, wait, you didn't even have to read past the fact that she started any tweet or something social media with Jews.
Yes.
Like, there you go. Don't do that. And don't talk about
there. I'm sure somebody was keeping receipts on her while she was doing this on Twitter.
I interrupted you, but what did she say?
She said Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. But how is that any different from hating someone for their political views? She said that.
No, it's not the government that hates you. it's the rest of evolved society that hates not all of conservatism, but this new brand of I don't care about reality or history conservatism. Like this new anti-intellectual conservatism. That's not all conservatives, but there is this new brand of it is feelings over facts. Sorry, Ben Shapiro, you're a hack bitch. Like
hack bitch.
He's a hack. He
is. Total
bullshits
hack.
all the time. He's a hack. And it's not all conservatives. I have tons of conservative friends. Usually I agree with a lot of my libertarian friends. So this idea that it's left versus right is totally bullshit.
Wow. Tweet unavailable.
There is a particular. They probably cut it down. There is a particular like brand of toxic conservative that has become very popular.
Yeah.
I know what she was trying to say.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they're shutting down conservative voices. No, we're shutting down toxic voices.
Yeah.
It's not because you're conservative. If I want to shut down any leftist that goes around saying the same stuff that that people are getting shut down for. But show me who they are. Hey, I'll sign the petition with you.
They've been calling to fire her, like Star Wars fans. They've been calling to fire Gina Carano since September of last year. And I didn't even know that when she put the words boop, bob, beep in her Twitter bio. Many saw this as Carano openly mocking trans people. After being accused of this, Carano removed the words from her bio, but fired back at fans, writing that beep, bop, boop has zero to do with mocking trans people. And everything to do with exposing the bullying mentality of the mob that has taken over the voices of many genuine causes.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of bullies on the internet
even
with good causes.
Thing.
Even with good causes, some people just unfortunately get on there and troll people and on both sides and cause trouble and havoc on the internet.
So this one time I responded back when I used to comment on Reddit, and I've realized it's a minefield. So I don't. I'm a lurker. I'm proud.
But if you really read
when I was there, I once used the word cunt. So someone came back to me with, "You're diminishing the value of the female body part. Whenever you say that word, you should not use that because you know what you're referencing." I go, "So are you saying my comment made me kind of a dick?" And they're like, "Yeah."
What? Well, this is kind of what she did too. Instead of apologizing altogether, she avoided all that. Instead, she harped on cancel culture and announced a new gig, which is her next project, will be with the Ben Shapiro-backed conservative media company, The Daily Wire, where she'll develop a new film project. And she said the Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams to develop and produce my own film come true. I cried out and my prayer was answered. I am sending out a direct message of hope to everyone living in fear of cancellation by the totalitarian mob. I have only just begun using my voice, which is now freer than ever, and I hope it inspires others to do the same. They can't cancel us if we don't let them. All I gotta say is
conservative themed movies are like Christian rock. Even when it's good, it pretty much sucks.
Yeah. POD's pretty badass though.
What's that?
I'm like, POD's pretty badass though.
There are exceptions. Sinai Beach, Falling Cycle. I remember you guys. Love you. But it's like, if you've ever seen any movie, have you ever seen this bullshit movie called Left Behind?
Yes, with
bullshit
yeah.
movie called Left
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Remade it 3 times. The last one had Nicolas Cage in it. What the fuck,
Wow.
Nicolas Cage? After seeing this in Mandy, you're a 50-50 for me now. Mandy bored the shit out of me, and I'm
Mandy's awesome. You didn't like Mandy?
How dare you, Dan?
How dare
you?
I loved it.
I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be shocked because there's a guy with a knife taken over in this scene, and it's like it's taken him 5 years to decide to finally kill him. I can't take slow.
I can't do it.
Then you're not gonna you're not gonna like mid to late 70s horror at all.
No, I usually don't. I usually don't like any of that.
He doesn't like mid to late 70s
anything
porn
too
either.
Kubrick-esque, except I do like some Kubrick movies, right?
Yeah.
But like the things where it's just you don't need to show the hallway for 5 minutes. 2 minutes was fine. 2 minutes was
you want these like quick
5 minutes. No,
like ADD, OCD quick cuts.
I
He
didn't
wants the
say
Cliff Notes versions of
2
everything.
minutes is way longer than most people's attention span nowadays.
Your film is an hour and a half. I want it cut down to 60 minutes.
It's just he did all these
10
like
second whole
self in 2001. I can't watch 2001 at all. I just can't.
That's one of those I can watch maybe every 5 years. I can't watch that every
5 years.
year.
It takes 5 years to get through it. At least it feels that way.
Wow.
I mean, the guy.
I'm shocked.
Hey, you know what? A lot of people like his stuff, though. You like his stuff, enjoy his stuff. You know, I'm just I can't do it. I couldn't do Mandy for the same reason. Like, it's so slow. This could have been so much better. And then, you know, the ending was like, all right, that happened.
You mean this one, Dan?
Yeah, look at that. On Blu-ray, DVD.
It was so blown up. Everybody's like, "You'll love Mandy. You'll love Mandy." I wouldn't watch it. I'm like, "What do you guys think I like?" Like, I am a fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though
and chicken nuggies.
It's incredibly slow in the first like half hour. But what I'm a fan of is the whole story of that. The low budget they did it on, the realism of the death scenes, the new idea they did, the fact that they told everybody it was based on a true story. Bullshit. It really wasn't.
Forget about Blair Witch?
No, the Texas
Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
It was before the Blair Witch did a great job at their marketing and doing that.
Oh yeah.
If you guys remember, they did an actually mockumentary disguised as a documentary. They put on all the TV channels before the movie came out in the theaters about the Blair Witch.
Yes.
And what's funny is you go to see the movie, you're like, a quarter of what I just saw was in that mockumentary. Fuck.
And they did a great job of budgeting to the bare minimum and then just profiting the fuck out of that film.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people left the theater with fucking motion sickness. I'll never forget that.
Well, my wife usually can't do that, but the longer she's been married to me, some of my favorite horror movies are found footage. I love Wreck and Quarantine. I love both of them.
Yes,
I have respect for both of them, even though Quarantine is it's a shot-by-shot remake, basically.
Oh, I know. And she does something bad in there too.
Imagine how long are like that camera angle, the camera doesn't change for a solid hour in that movie.
It doesn't. It's pretty static. Yeah.
So did they really do a real-time movie? Or
I don't know. I'm beginning to think it was a one-shot fucking
one take, one shot.
And that's why I like Quarantine. You redid that.
Yeah.
Yes. Some people are like, well, they did a shot-by-shot remake. But isn't that kind of impressive that they did a shot-by-shot remake?
That's very impressive, actually. Yeah.
You know,
it was one of those I saw in the theater that versus the original, man. I'm such a huge fan of I have that box. That's back on there. But because I had to recently update, they did a new box set. But anyway, if you, I don't know, man. I like some of these just don't require remakes. Like there's a sequence in the remake for Wreck, which over here is called Quarantine, that drove me. This is my OCD and ADD. But you know, she drops the axe. It's not broken. It's not broken. It can still be used, and she literally drops it, not on accident. It wasn't knocked out. She places it on the ground, and then goes forward into the next scene. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
I know it's a movie, but fuck, you're killing me.
I do get up. Like my wife gets mad at me if we watch any horror movie where I'm yelling at it. Like, why the fuck would you go there?
Why?
Like I tell you, like people, they have this stereotype about people of color that are loud in movie theaters. No, if I had my, I'd
that would be me,
too.
Man. That would be me. I'm that guy at the movie theater.
I love the release of going, what the fuck are you doing, idiot? And my wife's like, do you have to do that? Yeah, it's therapy.
Well, that was like when I was at the movies at the Galleria Mall in Redondo Beach.
Yeah,
and they had not the latest Leatherface Texas Chainsaw movie where they're kids, but the one before that is about this girl and her friends going on a trip because she inherited the Sawyer house.
Oh yeah,
and then without realizing that Leatherface still lives there. and
That's
that she's
right.
related to Leatherface. But they had I think he's an R&B musician in the movie. His name was Trey Songz.
Yes.
Trey Songz. So we're
Yes,
sitting in the
Trey
theater,
Songz.
and they have this pretty black lady next to me, and we're watching the movie. And when the moment he takes off his shirt to try to kind of like scrap and shit, that's my man. That's my man. Get that ass. That's my man.
You're like, whoa, are you wet? Are you nice and wet? Yeah. You want some popcorn?
What one was that though? What movie was it?
That was like 2016, 2015.
Yeah, probably 15, 16.
Yeah.
It was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Wait, the remake or part of the series?
No, this was later. They did
Yeah.
the two recent ones. One was a Leatherface one about Leatherface as a kid with other kids, and they're on the run from the cops. And then the one before that is the one we're talking about. So it was called Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, I believe.
I don't think I saw that one. I saw the remake of it. I saw the first three of the series.
The original three. Yeah.
Dennis Hopper is comedic. Like
I love part two. Oh,
I love it. And you know what? That's
Love
why
it.
I actually liked House of a Thousand Corpses, is because House of a Thousand Corpses took.
He does the same character.
Well, he did. No, it took the reference of it mixing
of Chop Top
of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but also like they did that fucked up, amusement park basically. The big
Captain Spaulding's. What the fuck was it? Yeah,
Dr. Satan.
And that was kind of neat, but then like Dennis Hopper just made it pretty funny. Like,
I love
totally. And then I remember seeing part 3 once. And
with Viggo Mortensen. It had Viggo Mortensen from the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, from
and
Lord of the Rings.
Really good.
And then it had Ken Foree from the original Dawn of the Dead as well.
I heard like a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought parts of it was pretty good. That's the one where it had the cover with the Saw as family across.
Yep. And the trailer is one of the best cheesy fucking trailers. If you haven't seen it, look up Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 and watch that trailer, dude. That trailer is fucking I think it's awesome. Oh yeah. Can you bring that one up?
Yeah, let's see. Let's check that out.
3.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
3, the Saw is family trailer.
By the way, we haven't made any of these movies. We don't profit from these movies, So.
No, we are not New Line Cinema or Toby Hooper.
Made any of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, in case you're wondering.
But if you think I am the manager, though.
But if you think I did, and you want to donate to my Venmo, that's okay too.
If you like,
we got all that. Texas Chainsaw 3. Leather. Is it
has Leatherface in the title?
Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The 1990 one, right?
I think so.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
I think, yes.
It was a really short trailer. If you're looking at it, it should look like it's beginning like the Lady of the Lake from the.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Oh, wow. This is so retro, man. Look at this shit. Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I saw it once, and one of the things I really remember is that they actually hammered the spikes in her hand to keep her in the chair instead of tying her to the chair.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch. I have the uncut version, Dan. It's so good.
All right, let's see this. Let's check this out. More sorcery.
More sorcery.
More sorcery. Let's see what this is all about.
Preview has been approved.
Out of
it's been approved for all audiences.
Into the early 90s.
I know those guys.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Music.
Incredible. Look at that. Oh, he's taking a leak? Is that what he's doing?
Oh, it's a fair maiden.
Oh, shit. I remember this commercial. This was utter dumb. Oh, you're right.
Is this an Irish Spring commercial?
No,
Some tales are told.
Wow.
Then soon forgotten.
Rest in peace, man.
Is forever.
That guy said the guy that did that voice.
Wow, look at that.
It's the Lady of the Lake. It's Excalibur.
Wow, she's got an infinity stone on her fucking palm. Wow.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that's his Excalibur.
Now,
The
from the producers
Saw
of A Nightmare on Elm
is
Street,
family.
the real terror begins. November 3rd.
So you know what? I think I saw part 4, and in a part 4, they really did the fact that he wasn't like just wearing the female skin for a mask, but he dressed up as a female and he did the cooking for the
That's
family.
the one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
Why?
Unfortunately, that's the only one I could not stand. I watched the whole
Will
thing.
Hunt. Yep.
Yeah, that's from part 2. But But yes, from part two, that was a Chop Chop. Dog will hunt. That's even in a Primus song. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Dan?
Jerry was a race car driver.
My name is Mud. They put it in My Name is Mud. That was that was the whole. I mean, it's weird you bring that up. I've been listening to a shit ton of Primus lately. I don't know
Primus.
why. There's something about it that's like,
My name is Mud.
You know, when I don't have the energy to listen to my normal blaring death metal, I listen to some Primus or some Victor Wooten or something with like bass, but not a lot of heavy guitar for some reason. It's weird.
I'm just trying to, it's like food, man. I mean, you eat spaghetti for 14 days. Good luck. That's hard.
Well, then your shit looks like worms.
Oh wow, interesting. That's just a great visual we got.
Well, like after a while, your body.
Show them the picture, Ed.
You totally rejects it. Like,
can you pull that up, please?
Like after a while, after a while, your body totally rejects it like corn, and you just look like a Play-Doh machine.
Oh Lord! Wow.
What happened on the 7? They just didn't show that scene.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Fabulous! It's fabulous.
It's like
it's what you order from Amazon. That's what's in the box.
Ding 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 ding.
Pull it out. Oh, she got her hair did. Got her hair did. It's nice. She's got makeup on and everything. It's nice.
Wow, interesting. But nonetheless, gentlemen, we have reached the hour of, I guess,
Houring
conclusion.
What did we learn today?
I don't know. We learned that
movies are fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, and make sure you don't eat spaghetti every day. And
I graduated the 3rd grade. That's 3rd grade.
Make sure you always make sure you check your blinker fluid on your car.
Check your dick fluid too. Make sure it still works.
Don't put your hand inside of strange animals.
Exactly.
Don't put your dick in a board game.
And don't be afraid of shameless promotion, such as this.
Yeah. We're on tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and I'm gonna actually pull up the Instagram page right now.
Yes, Nick. Ham.
Because this how we do. Because tomorrow's episode is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it as well. Only because you guys are on it, of course. And you guys are having Whip Patrol from Steel Rod on the podcast, and that is going to be very interesting for me to watch because he's one to really just kind of take things in as it's happening. So I can't wait to see
how you guys solve.
Yeah, not only his reaction, but how you guys are just gonna lube him up real good tomorrow, man. I love it. And then Spencer Sellens, right, is on the show as well.
Yeah. Yep. He has a podcast called Tangent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they go off on comedic tangents. And
comedic tangents.
We will be on his
on a comedic sign because that's not as fun. That's a math joke.
Wow. Pie. That's all I know about math jokes.
Yeah. I know about warm cherry pie, and there's wit.
Yeah, and he of course I was on his podcast yesterday, the 5 Foot Viking podcast. And it was kind of like a last minute thing because the guy that we had booked had a bad case of syphilis and chlamydia at the same time. It's pretty bad. Be sure you also follow him on the gram. But Therapy of the Absurd right here. I mean, there's other scores, obviously, because I think was it taken if you did all one word or what the fuck?
I typed it in exactly how we write it, and that's what it gave me.
It did that truncation because it didn't want to give any spaces. They might have
also let me show everyone the link tree. Of course, there's Stephen Bowman, Dana Keel, Stacey Inez, Dan Ochoa. There's the Facebook, there's the Instagram, there's a TikTok, there's a YouTube, there's a Twitch. And damn, you guys are all over the fucking place. Where's the OnlyFans at?
The OnlyFans. So I made a video and they said I can't be on it anymore.
Wow, that's
too much ham, Dan. Too much ham and flipper chickens.
Too much. No, they said shave first, and I said my beard. Wow. And they go, no, you know what we're talking about. What we could see.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. So onlyfans.com/Dan Ochoa.
And
It's called.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let
no
me put it up on the screen so everyone
it's called
knows.
Gerbils,
That's
Gerbils. No, it's onlyfans.com, Gerbils.
and they can his OnlyFans consists of only I don't know, man. But what it consists of?
OnlyFans.
It's a bunch of people with fans, bro.
No, I go around looking at electrical fans. Hey, so I got this idea for this thing. I was at a open mic the other night. I know we got to get going, but I was at an open mic the other night, and someone told me that I should have a ZZ Top cover band.
Wow.
Yeah, but my idea is I will say I have a ZZ Top cover band and then play Metallica songs.
Oh shit!
And then just because, and this is what will make me like mess up and stop playing because I'll be laughing. I want the one moment where a drunk guy halfway through the show goes, "Wait a minute, that's not a ZZ Top song." Like I will just laugh because I know
you say Freebird
like, halfway through. They're not playing ZZ. They dress like ZZ Top.
You know, Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
You know, I could play it.
Supposedly, it's funny you say that. Supposedly, majority of major music stores, when you go in and they let you play the instruments, it's verboten to play Stairway to Heaven inside the store.
Oh shit! So the Wayne's World theory is correct.
You're not supposed to play one either. You don't play Metallica.
Wow.
Like the minute they hear do 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 do, they go, "Dude, you're out."
There's a sign going like
that song. It's just
we're not trying to make someone's PTSD go.
No, they should do that with "Come as You Are."
Yeah, no,
they
you're.
should
I was just
definitely.
thinking that, like, yeah, come as you are.
Like no, don't. You're like
not supposed to play. In
you're
here
like. Where's your parents at? I'm an adult. Like I said, where your parents at?
Yeah, because you're about to kick.
I did show my girls that. I'm like, here's an easy song to play. They go, "What song is that?" And I go, "I'm old." Where'd my youth go? Nah.
Oh man, but thanks again for joining me, gentlemen. Also be sure you tune in tomorrow. They're gonna unveil the onlyfans.com Dan Ochoa.
That's right. And if you want a discount, 10% off, you enter in code Flipper Chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. I got 2 beers.
Therapy of the Absurd. Tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Yes.
California time. Yes. I mean, PST. They're like, oh, you mean Pacific Daylight Time? I'm like, no. 8 p.m. California time, you fucking schmuck. God.
And that's on YouTube,
time.
Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope.
Because that takes a little longer.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks again, guys. And for those watching, listening, of course, shout out to Australia and New Zealand. I will see you next time. So on that note, guten Tag.